Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're watching us from. This is BNI Now, the one and only exclusive show for BNI members. My name is Rick Gutierrez, and I am your host. I am also an area director, launch director, and support director for the Houston West region, and I could not be more proud than to work for an organization that is in the business of helping people grow their business, helping business owners grow their business. We have some exciting news for you today. I could not be more proud because the launch department for BNI, especially in the Houston West region, who is leading the way in launching chapters through a pandemic and in a virtual setting. We have now launched an additional chapter here in the Houston region. We just did that yesterday, and I want to congratulate BNI Fort City, which is going to be in the Missouri area, Sugarland area, and I want to congratulate Ms. Robin Covey and Cody Huggins, who have led the way in launching that chapter. Also, a big shout out to Miss Lisa Watson with Dream Dinners. She played a big role in getting this chapter started. So I want to congratulate that group for launching yesterday and working really hard in inviting people to bring this opportunity that BNI has to offer, a system, structure, and education that's been proven to work to increase your business via referrals for over 35 years now. And within those 35 years, we have grown to have presence in over 70 countries with over 9,500 chapters, over 270,000 members, that in 2019 alone, those members passed 12.2 referrals within themselves that generated over $16 billion in thank you for closed business. So it's an amazing organization, an amazing opportunity, and an amazing great time right now to get into BNI, because BNI, when we ask ourselves every once in a while, what does BNI do and what does BNI do for the community? How does BNI help us members? Well, here's how. BNI now has, for the last quarter of the year, October, November, and December, we have an initiative that's called Restart the World, or Restart the US, or Restart Your Local Area. And basically what we're doing is that we are providing incentives for members to stay within BNI. BNI right now is saying throughout the last quarter of the year, nobody has to leave BNI. Here's the reason why. If you have a renewal coming up in October, November, or December, you can apply for a hardship application. Right? You can apply for a hardship, which basically extends your membership by 3 months. You get 3 free months if you are unable to renew at this particular time. If you have a renewal in October, then your new renewal will be in January. And moving forward, that will be your new renewal date. So it's 3 free months. So why not, right? So the other thing that BNI is doing right now, which is pretty amazing for all new members that come on board onto existing chapters or launching new chapters, BNI is doing away with the application fee of $299. That is a 30% savings right off the bat when we have new BNI members come into our chapters or help launch new chapters. So huge savings there. And then the third thing that BNI is doing is that BNI is actually giving away a 1-year membership to every chapter for a nonprofit organization. That is huge. It is huge for nonprofits to come into BNI right now. The representative for that nonprofit organization will have to go through the same process as any other new applicant in regards to the new membership, but it can definitely be done, and it's going to be free membership for an entire year. So that gives you in a nutshell what BNI is doing right now for the last quarter of the year to help restart the world, restart the U.S. and your local economy and area. So we have a great list of members that are we're going to be on the show today, and we could not be more proud. And I am really happy to see our first guest here today. She's got some amazing things that she's going to tell us about her business, but I am super excited to have Miss Camille Hamilton on the show. Welcome to the show, Miss Camille.
Thank you for having me, Rick. I'm very excited to be here.
Likewise, we are excited that you are here. We had been waiting for you because we noticed that you signed up a while back, and you saw that the calendar was kind of filled for a little while. So you signed up and you are finally here. So welcome to the show. And this show, as I mentioned earlier, this show is dedicated to our members, right? This is an added benefit to your membership at no additional cost to any of our members. So we want to get to know about you, your company, your products, your services. And so we've got tons of viewers right behind that lens on that camera. And No pressure. But, tell us all about you. This is a time for you to shine. Tell us your commercial and a little bit of more of an extended version, rather than your typical commercial at your chapter. But tell us all about you. We want to know everything about your company.
So thank you very much. Again, I'm Camille Hamilton. I am the owner of CMIT Solutions. We're a full-service IT company that supports small to medium business. My office is located in the Northwest Houston suburb area. We support businesses in the Spring, Woodlands, Tomball, and Cypress areas. We also have clients in other areas. We also, our focus is to help businesses stay productive. Okay. We're working especially in these days in a world where technology is a requirement, not an option. It also has to be secure. That's a really big focus of ours right now is cybersecurity because since we support small to medium businesses, they are very targeted by cyber criminals. 43% of small businesses have experienced a cybersecurity attack. And businesses don't know that they need to protect themselves. So that's our goal, is to get out there and protect as many businesses as possible. The thing that differentiates CMIT versus some other IT companies is we don't have a one-size-fits-all plan for support. Okay. Every business has unique needs, and so we will custom a package for them to support them on an ongoing basis.
That's wonderful. Having that customization as far as what a business need rather than an individual or a sales rep going in there and telling them what they need. Sometimes it's all about listening to that customer and providing them exactly what they're looking for, right? But more importantly, cybersecurity right now, it's huge. I mean, there are so many things going on with that. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but sometimes all it takes is for us to click on a link on an email that looks legitimate, and so many things can go wrong once clicking on that email. Is that correct?
That is very correct. We have an example of that. One of our clients had one of their great employees accidentally clicked on a link.
Oh, no.
And it infected their entire network with ransomware. Wow. They were down for about 3 days while we rebuilt their entire infrastructure.
Wow.
And that meant that 3 days of not being able to...
Yeah, no production.
No production. They've now gone on our cybersecurity plan. That was enough. I talked to them about it, but it just didn't think they really needed it. It's kind of one of those things, until you actually experience it, you really don't know how bad it's going to be. So they have now our cybersecurity tool, and we're preventing cyber attacks, the ransomware kind of things, ongoing for them.
Yeah, I mean, when and you hear on the news that so many big name companies are being attacked, and sometimes hackers find their way in, I mean, small businesses can definitely be affected, right? So we're all vulnerable to it.
Well, and that's the big deal, is that small businesses think, they tell me this all the time, why would someone attack me?
Yeah.
I'm just this
nobody cares about
me. But the hackers know that most likely small businesses won't be protected. They won't spend the money. They don't think they need it. And then they get the attack. And then, of course, they're willing to spend the money. I've seen it time and time again that I'll give recommendations of, you need a firewall, you need endpoint security, you do not need to be using the free antivirus things, because in the long run, it's going to cost you. Cybersecurity attack can put a business out of business realistically.
Yeah, very quickly as well. 3 days, with no production, that could be very damaging to a small business.
Absolutely.
Right. So tell us a little bit about CMIT. I know that you mentioned everything that you guys provide for your clients, but as far as CMIT and particularly your business, how long have you been in business?
So we are very excited. We just recently celebrated 20 years in business.
Oh, wow.
So that's a
Congratulations.
great accomplishment. I think, when I got into this 20 years ago, I had no idea I'd last this long. I hoped I would, but
right.
And I hope to continue this business for a long time to come. CMIT is part of I'm part of a franchise system, so we have locations all over the country, and that also helps our clients if they have locations in
different parts of
the country, even into Canada. We can support those other locations, either us doing the work remotely, or we can have a local CMIT office for the on-site requirements.
Yeah, you can partner up with another CMIT office in their local area.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. So plus years, I've got to ask this, 20 plus years, you have seen some things in your 20 plus years as far as, companies being attacked or hacked or whatnot. So I'm not going to dare and ask what is the worst that you have seen, but why is CMIT important to all kinds of businesses? Why should a small business have it? Aside from the fact that we are all targets, but what can you bring to a small business to get them to see the value that you provide?
Well, as I said, we want to be proactive, and we work with our clients to be proactive as opposed to reactive. Having a relationship with an IT company is hugely important these days because you don't want to have to go find an IT company when you have a crisis. When you've gotten ransomware, you don't want to have to go, okay, who do I call kind of thing. You want to make sure you have that in place so that you pick up the phone, or we know even ahead of time in some cases. A lot of cases, we'll know if a server's down, a lot of times before the client knows it's down.
Oh, wow.
On the weekends, for instance, they're not even in the office, and we'll alert them and say, hey, your server's down. What do you want? Do you want to go check and see if it's an internet problem or a power problem?
Gotcha. Okay.
Do you want us there first thing Monday morning? Do you want us to come in Sunday afternoon? Or what do you want to do? So that's why they want to have a relationship with a company before they get in a crisis. We have clients that we term break-fix clients that they only call us when they have something broken. The problem with that is that we can't try to proactively keep them out of trouble. We had that experience just recently. We have a client that we see them maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and they got ransomware about a week and a half ago, and they lost all of their email, all of their email, and it could have been prevented.
Yeah.
97% of the cyber attacks and cyber issues can be prevented. Wow. 97%.
And they lost all their email. Wow.
So guess what? They are now going on our proactive plan.
Yeah, of course.
We actually got that all set up yesterday.
Yeah. I think most people has had this experience at least once in their lifetime to where their computer is either running slow or sometimes not doing what it's supposed to. And the first thing that we do is click that restart button, right? We hit that power button to restart the computer. That in itself can get pretty frustrating. I can only imagine getting all kinds of ransomware and being down for so many days and not being able to be productive, and the potential of losing everything it's mind-boggling to me. And
it is so easy. We have a client again that was not willing to put the endpoint security to prevent ransomware on their computers. They have 60 computers, and they ended up on a Sunday evening, one of their executive members opened up a resume, what was supposed to be a resume.
Oh, no.
And they had a job posting on Indeed.com and ended up clicking on the link. And opening up the document, as soon as he did that, he knew he was in trouble. And he shut his system down and actually contacted one of our techs on Sunday evening about 8 o'clock in the evening.
Wow. And
we responded, and we were over at their office first thing Monday morning.
But by that time, it's probably a little too late.
It was too late.
Yeah.
And even it took me a while to convince them that they really needed it. And just about 30 days after this attack, and we got them all back, and it took us a week to get them completely back. They were never down completely, but they were limping for a week while we recovered all their data from a backup. They didn't have to pay the ransom, but they limped along. We put our endpoint security on there, and 30 days after we'd gotten everything all cleaned up, we eliminated 60 threats in 1 month.
Wow. Talk about being targeted.
Absolutely. And that's kind of one of the things, too, is once they're targeted, then people will hit them back again.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Camille, we're going to be right back. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to continue to talk about this because this is important, for everybody to know. Folks, we're going to take a commercial break, but before we do, please check out these commercials that you're about to see. These commercials are BNI members, the BNI members that have come here to the studio and have filmed their video business card that NowMedia provides. These video business cards can be used in many platforms, and they are amazing tools to advertise your business. So check them out. We'll be right back.
COVID-19 transformed the way we do business. Now more than ever, fast lead generation and customer retention will determine if a business survives or not. The NowMedia video business card is designed to be sent using your smartphone. It's the next generation business card that will open the door for you while keeping social distancing. The NowMedia video business card is affordable for anyone from startups to multinational companies and is already being used by hundreds of businesses. Stay open, stay in business. Call us today.
Do you want to experience the ease and convenience of the latest and most advanced home security system? Are you going away on vacation and want to have peace of mind while you're not at your home or at your office? According to the FBI, a robbery occurs every 13 seconds, and homes and businesses without a security system are 300% more likely to be burglarized. Hawk Security provides security solutions to residential and small businesses in the state of Texas and from California to Georgia, building a custom-tailored security setup that matches your needs. Whether it is home security, fire and carbon monoxide detection, flood detection, connected senior care, managed video surveillance solutions, alarm monitoring, and life safety. In addition to fire and carbon monoxide detection, Hawk Security has a smart home and business integration, expanding security services to a lifestyle solution, keeping customers connected to their home and businesses from anywhere in the world, from their tablet or mobile device, so you can have peace of mind even if you're not at home or in your office. Reduce your energy cost, scheduling automatic changes in thermostats or lighting. And because we rely on our heroes every single day, Hawk Security offers security services discounts to military personnel, veterans, first responders, educators, and hospital personnel. Our mission is to keep our clients safe, treat them like family, and provide them with a user-friendly security system with personalized customer service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For integrity, honesty, passion, and excellent customer service, take a strong step today toward getting protected and call Rosanna Torres at 832-863-8574, because every home and business is unique and every security system should be unique too.
Hey folks, we are back. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoy those commercials. Those are BNI Members commercials, video business cards that are, again, made here at NowMedia Radio. So we could not be more happy to have Ms. Camille Hamilton, who we have been talking to in regards to CMIT solutions and all kinds of, things that you guys are doing for your customers, to help your customers stay in business and stay protected. But Camille, I've got to ask you something that it's kind of been bugging me, because I also receive these type of messages. What about mobile devices? Can they be hacked?
Absolutely. Absolutely, they can be hacked. And the problem is, again, lack of knowledge and lack of protection. Mm-hmm. Most people don't put an antivirus, for instance, on their mobile devices. Mm-hmm. So they can get a virus on their computer, on their mobile device, and totally mess it up. You have to reset, you lose your pictures, you lose all sorts of things. Yeah. Also today, so many, especially small to medium businesses, allow their employees to access company resources on their personal devices.
You're right.
And so if they were to get hacked on that device, now they've got access to the device, the information, the company information, like their company email, for instance, or if there's a specific company app, they've got access to that. Yeah,
it's crazy. So one of the things that I've noticed is that there's a lot of people getting text messages from a local number saying that there is something about a package, right, that was not deliverable, or that you won this or won that. So what happens when people click on that link on your mobile device?
The same things that would happen if you clicked on a link in an email on your computer. It can go through and do all sorts of things to your device. It can allow them access to the device. It can do all sorts of things. So our policy is we recommend that first of all, we recommend companies have what's considered a policy about what the employees sign about what they can and can't do with their phones and those kinds of things.
Right.
But also good antivirus, good, just use your brains to think about, did I order a package? You know, if you
Right.
didn't order anything and you're not expecting a package, why would you click on that link?
Well, the reason why I asked that is because there's so many people at home right now, and you know, Amazon is delivering all kinds of packages like crazy. Sometimes we forget whether we ordered something or not, and so it could be an honest mistake that we kind of click on something. But you know, Amazon or any other type of company would not send you a text message. It would probably be more of an email type.
Correct. And also, I personally also buy from Amazon just because it's very easy and it can show up at my house and convenient, and probably did a lot more of it in the last few months. But you can go to the Amazon app on your personal device and go to the app and check the status of your orders and look at that. Do those kinds of things first before you click on a link. My policy, myself, and for my texts is, if you don't know where you're getting this text message from, don't click, just like you would do in an email. Same attitude in email, use it in a text message. Be discretionary on what you click on.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a lot of great information. I have one last question in regards to antivirus software for cell phones. Is there such thing?
Oh, yes.
Really? Huh. And you guys can guide your customers to
Absolutely.
Get the right platform as far as antivirus for your cell phones, as well as company laptops that employees are handed and things like that.
And I want to make one quick point for those that, a lot of people that use Apple products think that Apple devices are not, whether it's a Mac notebook or whether it's a phone, they are vulnerable. They just don't get targeted, especially the computers, as much. The Mac OS doesn't get targeted as much as the Windows does because of the installed base kind of situation. But whether you're on a Mac or an Apple device, or whether you're on a Windows platform or a Droid platform, you need to have good antivirus.
Okay, that is good to know. I had no idea in regards to Apple devices being able to be hacked, but they are vulnerable. Thank you for enlightening me on that. But there's also another question before we finish. Why do we need to be careful when accessing public Wi-Fi?
The big thing is that you can be very easily hacked, much more so. You could be sitting in a coffee shop and get on the public Wi-Fi, and the guy sitting 4 feet away from you, or 6 feet, I guess now, but he can, through the public Wi-Fi, get into your laptop or your device or whatever. So our big recommendation is, I realize that you might need to make a phone call on your device through a public Wi-Fi because you don't have any signal from your cell service. Don't access things like your banks,
financials,
your credit cards. You could even go a bit further and say it's not that great to go on social media, because there's a thing called social engineering. And so if they get access to into your social media, they can use that to do a lot of things too there. So keep it primarily for things, text messages, that kind of thing.
Yeah, the only thing that comes to mind, not only at a local coffee shop or whatnot, but at even hotels.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can tap into the local Wi-Fi for your hotel, but the person next to you that's occupying the room next to you, you never know who that is or what they're doing. But awesome things. Now I'm going to ask you something that I think is going to put a smile on your face. Tell me about LBA.
So I've been a member of the Lone Star Business Alliance for 1 year. I'm very excited. I've had multiple years of experience in BNI. I joined BNI originally in 2006 and was in there for two or 3 years. Things changed in my business, so I got out, and I went back in 2015 and joined a chapter and transferred to LBA, and I love being a member of LBA. It's a great dynamic group of people. Walked in the room the very first time, and I was blown away by the excitement and enthusiasm in there.
They made you feel at home.
Absolutely.
We've had several LBA members come to the show, and they have that same smile that you have on there right now, because you guys love your chapter, and you've got some amazing members in that chapter. Francine White was here. Dominique Benson was here. I'm still waiting for my good friend and coworker, Ms. Courtney Weiner, to be on this show. I haven't had her, come on the show, but you have some amazing members, and I see why they made you feel that way when you first, visited LBA, because they have that dynamic of helping people, of wanting to help people, plus they make you feel very at home from your very first visit. So I'm going to ask you a question in regards to your 8 years, and thank you for renewing every year. 8 years is a long time. So within those 8 years, what is the best referral you have ever received?
Well, kind of interestingly, it actually came from my first experience with BNI back in the 2000s, mainly because they're still a client. Mm-hmm. I got a client a referral out of that.
8 years ago?
In 2006, I got a referral. Okay. And they are still a client.
Wow.
And they've become more than just a client. They're friends. I have lunch with people in their office regularly, about every 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I go to their company fish fry usually.
Nice.
Just really love their family, and it's a family-run business. I just love it. So I think from that aspect, that's the best, just because of the relationship I built. But we are getting referrals all the time, and they're all great because they come directly from people that have said we do a great job. And it also, being a member of LBA, gives me an opportunity to refer to some great people that I trust. Mm-hmm. I think God put me on this earth to be a connector. Mm-hmm. And so people reach out to me all the time and say, who do you know that does? And I have wonderful resources, because I want to be able to refer people that I know are going to do a good job.
Yep, absolutely. So congratulations on the 8 years and that amazing referral. But I imagine that along with that referral, you have received many other referrals that have taken your business to the next level.
Absolutely. I mean, every referral I get out of BNI is, wonderful, because it's practically sold. Mm-hmm. I don't have to really go in there and, quote, sell our services. They've already been told that we do a good job, or a great job. Yeah. So if there is viewers, not if, we have viewers that are watching us now, how can they get an invitation to go to the amazing Lone Star Business Alliance chapter? Well, they can go to the BNI Houston website and find our chapter. And we're meeting via Zoom on Tuesday mornings at 7:30. And we have a great group. We have great power teams, and we have a great process of getting visitors connected and visitors to promote their business.
Okay, awesome. So one of the other ways that we can get an invitation to your chapter, again, like you mentioned, BNI Houston, there is a tab on that BNI Houston website that says Find a Meeting. Inside of there's going to be a list of all of the chapters. Look for Lone Star Business Alliance, and there's a little button on there that says visit this chapter. And all you have to do is register, and somebody from LBA will reach out and provide them with the link to join their next meeting. So CMIT Solutions, Camille Hamilton, how can we get a hold of you? How can our viewers, our business owners that need your services get a hold of you? So you have a website, phone number, email?
I do. Our phone number is 281-374-0006. My email is chamilton@cmitsolutions.com. And my website is CMITNWHOUSUB.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. We definitely do appreciate you teaching us, educating us, and enlightening us with, your company and your products and services, and why it's so important for all businesses to be protected by CMIT and Camille Hamilton. So thank you for being on the show. We truly appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Rick, for having me. It's been a great experience.
Yeah, likewise. And as I mentioned, this show is going to be available for you to download once it's up on the site, and you can share it and, all those good things. So thank you again for being on the show, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you again. It's all about just coming back and promoting your business.
Absolutely. Look forward to it.
All right. Thank you so much. Folks, we're going to go to another commercial break, and we'll come back with our next guest. Please pay attention to these commercials. They are BNI members, and they are here to offer you their products, business, and services. We'll talk to you soon.
Now, more than ever, having accurate and up-to-date bookkeeping is crucial for tax and operating cost optimization. Additionally, Having a reliable outside bookkeeping company ensures your books are done correctly, and there is no need for the cost of a full-time accountant. RSM Bookkeeping and Tax Services, founded by veteran Ron Maldonado, can provide different bookkeeping packages to fit your company's needs. Assist with the installation of onboarding of QuickBooks, review your books for tax preparation, assist with the creation and registration of your company and obtaining your company's EIN number with the IRS. Tax services for individuals and businesses, for sales and use tax certificates, filing franchise and sales tax reports. Take a decisive step. Call Ron Maldonado at 281-610-7039 and let RSM Bookkeeping and Tax Services be a part of your success.
COVID-19 transformed the way we do business. Now more than ever, fast lead generation and customer retention will determine if a business survives or not. The NowMedia video business card is designed to be sent using your smartphone. It's the next generation business card that will open the door for you while keeping social distancing. The NowMedia video business card is affordable for anyone from startups to multinational companies and is already being used by hundreds of businesses. Stay open, stay in business. Call us today.
Hi, I'm Karina Rodriguez, President of Xfinia Financial Services. Let me ask you a few questions. How prepared are you to reach your financial goals? To pay for your kids' education, to buy a house or start a business? Do you know how much money you will need for retirement? Do you have a plan that will allow you to live peacefully after retirement and later in life? Are you prepared to face unexpected situations, such as a chronic illness, an accident, or an untimely death? How will your family be protected? At Xfinia Financial Services, our mission is to help you answer these questions and to design a financial plan that covers all the areas that are relevant to your family or your business. Most importantly, a plan that gives you peace. Some of our services include a detailed assessment of your current financial situation, creating a plan for establishing an emergency fund and protection, debt management, tax optimization, as well as estate planning. Some of our financial strategies protect your capital against drops in the financial markets while benefiting when the market rises. We offer these services at no cost to you. Take control of your financial well-being. Contact us and we will be happy to assist you, whether you live in the US or abroad, regardless of your migratory status. Let us be part of your financial success and stability.
Hey folks, we are back. Thank you for tuning in. Hoping you enjoy all those commercials. They are BNI members and they are bringing you all of their products and services via their video business cards that are here to promote, and be of service to you. So we are extremely excited because we have someone in the studio that I have been waiting to be here because she did not want to come on the show because for whatever reason, but now she is here and she's got no place to hide. She's got to shine now like never before. Miss Frances Fuenquinos with In Order. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Rick, for inviting me. I was waiting for this moment too because I like doubt to be coming, and then when I come in, it's like you are full. Congratulations, you are completely booked because that is a good space to be.
Thank you. So it's something that we have been working on really hard to get this episodes, that we do for all of our members up and going. So we are excited that it's working. We are excited that members are finding a benefit. And we are excited to have members like you that come on the show and advertise for free. It's an added benefit to your membership, so why not do it, right? But we are not here to necessarily talk about that. We are here to talk about In Order and what it is that you do and how you help your clients and all your services and products and all that good stuff. So prior to doing that, do me a favor and scoot up a little bit closer to the microphone so folks can get a good audio from you.
Okay.
So tell us all about In Order.
In Order is a company of professional organizer. I am a professional organizer, and I help my clients to live in order in a good way. What that is means, how in a good way, it's not become obsessed with the order, is to have like a friend with the order, is to have a good relation with order, because that is the place that we live. And this is how I help my clients to understand that your environment is a reflect of yourself. And this space deserves to be in a good condition. So I go to your home, I organize, I have different service, depend if you need it, and we take the monster and we organize the place.
Wow. So, something that comes to mind when it comes to that type of service is some of the most successful people in the world, right? We're talking about the Warren Buffetts, the Bill Gates, and all of those folks. One of the things that they have in common is the level of order that they have, even when it comes to their wardrobe. It is something that is systematic because it works for them. So if being organized that way works for them, then it's got to work for everybody else, right? We just need to get used to it.
Yes, and you know what they know? The time is our real teacher. And they are not going to spend time looking for the same thing or trying to think what I'm going to wear, or because that is the time. Everyone has 24 hours. Why?
Yep.
Buffer can do more than we can do.
Exactly.
Because we waste our time doing things that are not systematically, and that is why we create a system that help order to keep it on time. And I help people to live in order but not living organizing, because there have to be a system that you can flow within, and the house keep it and organized even you have kids, because I know somebody can hear like probably she doesn't have kids. Even you have kids.
No, you do have kids.
I have kids. I have one that is 3, but we create a system that works for her, because that is another mistake that my clients do. They believe order is Pinterest, and it is not. That is like a picture. Order is what works for you, that you can find the things quickly. In 3 minutes, somebody asks you for a battery, and you know exactly. You and all the members of your house know where's battery. If you are complaining like every time they call me like, what is this? What is this? You don't have a system that everyone understand the things.
So what is the difference between, having order or being organized versus someone per se that would say that they have OCD, and someone that, I imagine that there is a difference, right?
Yes.
So what is that difference?
And that is what I teach them, to live in a good relation with order. Because if you have to keep your day organizing, you don't have a good relation. You are spending your time as well. Because sometimes we believe be ordered is the same to be productive, and it is not necessary. If you have to spend half of your day organizing, or sometimes people clean over clean, that is not a good relation yet. That is an obsession. And I help people to enjoy the house as well, because the order is something that flow. In the morning is going to be a good way, in the afternoon is going to be other. And this is why we help people to don't be obsessed with the order.
Right. So big question. Why do you think most people are not organized?
Because they have not seen the good results of be organized.
They've never experienced it.
They never experienced, because we have some dialogue saying like, I have been a mess forever. If you say so, you are. And I teach my clients and everyone, they say, start with the I am. If you start today saying, you know what, I'm going to try, if she is right. I'm going to try and telling myself I am organized. Okay, what is the first things that you have to do? Small things. Because if you have a mess, of course, if you say I am, your brain is going to say like, really, look the mess. Well, but I'm going to start with this drawer. I'm going to organize this drawer. I'm going to organize my car.
Right.
And it's giving a new message. But the ego don't allow us to do it, because it's like, well, I have 40 years telling that I am a mess. how I'm gonna change that, people is gonna say like, now all these dialogue coming on our mind, and we don't change habits. That means with the order, that means with any other habit that you want to install. But when you try the good results to be organized, it's like a completely changing of life. And I telling you, I was not organized person. I finished in this work because I was a mess. And I knew that I need help. And when I start looking, I found NAPO, that is the National Association Productive Reorganizer, and I started studying for myself to put a system in my family. I have a son that have ADHD, and I knew it. Like, I am not helping him with my mess to have a system.
Right.
In this condition, organizing is everything. But then I figured out it's not just for him. It's for all
It's
the
for everybody.
family. For everybody, organizing is the base of the successful.
Yeah. And you have to lead by example, right?
Exactly.
You have to start with yourself.
I couldn't not be in the morning rushing him like, it is late. Because it's late, it's because I am not organized. So I start with all the love with him, and I start looking the result of him, and I say, I have to start with me.
Yep.
And then this become a passion, and I start studying until I do a business that I really love, because I help people to be proud of your space.
Right.
I know so many professional women that when I say like I am professional organizer, it's like, oh, you don't want to see my closet. That closet embarrassed me. I don't want this.
Yeah.
You know what? One day is enough to kill that. To go and feel proud of all your space. Some of the person come to me and say like, Francis, people think I am very perfect at work, but they don't know my space, because that is our secret place. And I say, your secret place can be good as well, can be the reflect of you, because this affect our work.
Right.
Sometimes I always explain my clients that life is like a circle. Every aspect of our life have to be in a good level that you can really advance, and house cannot be different. And now after COVID, you tell me, how long do you spend at home? You cannot hide it for other place.
No,
you know?
I mean, you're going to run out of closet space to try to hide everything, right? So we need to tackle it, one day at a time, one room at a time, one item at a time, right? So I'm glad you brought that up, because people are spending more time at home now. Would you say that they have more time now to get organized, or do you think that they just kind of leave it for tomorrow? Let's say
they have more time, but they are figuring out now that it's not about time, because that is always the lie that we say ourselves. Like, if I have time, I will be organized. But now you have more time and you don't do it. Why? Because it's a little complex than that. It's coming from your subconscious that see order like as something negative. It's like, oh my God, it's boring, because we are growing like that. But if you see other countries as Japan, Holland, Switzerland, all these countries, they see order in something like life.
yeah, that's their way of life.
It is way of life. And when they see us complaining about it, it's like, but
They
you
don't get
live
it.
there.
Yeah, they don't get it.
What are you expecting? Who is going to do it? And we are like, I don't know, somebody else.
Yeah.
I have to pay somebody else, because we grow with the ideal of successful is to have somebody that do it for you. But they have a different way to see it. So my idea is why we don't take these good things of them and realize that order is about you. Because you can have some help, but nobody can organize you. Because you know the things that you have. You know the way that you want to. You can have some help, but you are the leader of your space. You are the CEO of your life. So take some time, organize, and tell your brain, I am not wasting time. I am actually saving time. If I spend this Sunday, for the Sierra Day, it's going to be a productive week, because you know the things that you have.
Yep.
Talk about closet, but the paper, our office, our space, our kitchen.
It's setting yourself up for success, for a successful week.
Exactly. Last week, I have a client that we do the garage. My crew and me do the garage. And he was so excited. He was like, Francis, I have 10 years living in this house. Every single day that I arrive, that I want to put my car inside of the garage, I say, I am a mess. I am a mess. I am a mess.
Well, at least I recognize it.
He recognized it, but he doesn't do anything
Right.
until he found me and he said, I'm going to call you one day. Because I always say, one day I'm gonna organize, one day, and until you arrive at home, it's like, oh, one day arrive.
That almost sounds like, when you say, I'm going to go on a diet tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Or I'm going to start exercising tomorrow.
Thank you for the example, because that is what, when the clients ask me, like, what kind of help you offer? Like the personal trainer. You know that you have to go to the gym, but when you go by yourself, you don't know exactly how to start. You don't know if the exercise is good. If you have the cell phone, you start in the gym watching your cell phone, and you don't see results. The same happened before that when you have been procrastinated for a long time. And that is what I say, decluttering is my cardio. Because, okay, I'm coming here, we are going to take all the trash. That is the things that don't allow you to enjoy your space. In this country, we have to be very awake about that, because you see so many storage places. Every time that you see a storage, you are going to remember me. Because I promise you, half of them are full of things that nobody needed.
That's the reason why they're there, because we don't need them.
Exactly.
I
But
totally
we are
agree.
so attached to the things because we feel that we lose like power when we leave things, let it go. And actually, no. You pay for this storage, and after 5 years, you go to see that, oh my God, I have been paying money for trash that are now are trash. But if you leave the things, let it go at the moment, can be good for other person. And that is how the energy flow.
Yeah. You're not only paying money for trash, but you're paying rent for that trash, which is crazy. All right, folks. Francis, we're going to go into a commercial, but we'll be right back with Francis and talk about more about being in order and being organized. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Amazing.
Graphic design, banners, brochures, business cards, posters, any printing you need for your company's branding, Priority Printing SS is your solution. With more than 30 years of experience, Priority Printing SS has been the preferred solution for hundreds of companies for any printed materials. At Priority Printing SS, they believe in listening to you, bringing you creative ideas to effective results. Your printed materials talk about your company. Make sure they open the door for you. Trust your printed materials to the experts. Call Priority Printing SS at 713-575-9800 and let Priority Printing SS handle with ease all your printing needs. COVID-19 transformed the way we do business. Now more than ever, fast lead generation and customer retention will determine if a business survives or not. The NowMedia video business card is designed to be sent using your smartphone. It's the next generation business card that will open the door for you while keeping social distancing. The NowMedia video business card is affordable for anyone from startups to multinational companies and is already being used by hundreds of businesses. Stay open, stay in business. Call us today.
Hi, I'm Sandra Mendez Hassan, Executive Business Advisor, Key Business Strategist, and Management Specialist with Extraordinary HCBI. I work with business owners and executives to help them achieve their goals, implementing the right strategy, and developing leaders that turn their dreams into reality. Do you have a business idea and need to know how to launch it? Based on your vision, do you have the criteria or entrepreneurial mindset to achieve your goals? Do you have what it takes to motivate your team so they can be more proactive and productive? Would you like to learn how to get more clients and close more businesses? At Extraordinary HCBI, we take businesses to the next level by providing them with resources, counseling, and implementing strategies that works because we want your business to thrive. We also assist businesses and aspiring entrepreneurs on the initial steps of their business plan development, creating financial projections and guiding them on how to create a financial package that will work for their business. Because your success is our success. Take a decisive step today and call me at 832-660-4291 and let Extraordinary HCBI turn your dreams into reality.
Hey folks, we are back. Thank you for joining us and thank you for staying tuned. We are definitely happy that you are here. We're continuing our conversation about how to stay organized. It's something that I think we all need to work on at one point or another, or to a certain level or another. But I am happy to continue this conversation with Francis Fuenquinos with In Order, that is illustrating and in educating us on the importance of staying organized. It's all about starting a week, a productive week, by maybe working a few hours on Sunday to organize ourselves. So we've talked about, Francis, about the importance of staying organized. But for a lot of us that maybe procrastinate a little bit, on getting organized. So how do we get from procrastinating to putting action into it and becoming organized? How do we do that?
That is the funny part. Okay, you already recognize that you have a problem. As you say, in some aspect of our life, we know that we need some improving. No, you decided you make time in your calendar of an appointment. You don't forget to be here with me because this is important for you.
Right.
And you don't accept other invitation because you have a compromise with me. This compromise is with yourself. You put it in your agenda because people is like, when I have time, we never have time. We create time. We put it in agenda. This Saturday, I'm gonna have a space for organize because yes, you can start with 1 hour. But the real change you're going to see when you spend the time that you needed to take the trash out of. It is not just to throw away everything because that doesn't make sense. It's
right.
to see everything that you have in this space and ask yourself, I need it, I love it, I'm going to use it. If the answer of 3 is not, guess what? It's time to donate it, trash, sell it, whatever you want to do. But if you say, I'm going to sell, you have to put in your an agenda. When, how, where. Because it's not going to be a pile like, no, I'm going to sell. But that is a way of our brain to take the things. Because we believe, it is true, people believe when they take the things out, it's like they are losing value. Because if you have more, you value more, but
That's not the case, no.
Exactly, but how our brain works is that way. So you create a space in your calendar, you understand that time is not wasting, and you change the dialogue that you are going to say, because your brain is going to tell you, you work all week. Now Saturday that you have to relax, you have to be awake of this, and you are going to say your brain, no, this relax me too, because I know that is something that I want to do. And you take everything without attachment and say thank you to the things, because some people have the things when the kids was born. Kids was baby and now they are in college and they are remember the things. And I always say my clients, memories are safe in our brain, not in our closet, not in our space.
Are you telling me I need to get rid of the baby shoes that my baby wore when he was little?
You have this answer. And I say, you can create a memory box. You can create a memory space, because that is going to be organized. If you have in your closet, in the top, your memory things, okay, but sometimes people have a room full of memory that you are paying real estate for this that doesn't make sense.
Right.
You know, you don't have to throw away everything because you can feel empty. That have a little signs like how I know.
So there's a balance, you're saying.
It is a balance, exactly, because I know it is a minimalism way, but not everyone likes to feel in that.
Right.
But this question you are going to do around your house, if you stay in your pantry. Pantries are like Halloween things.
Yeah.
Like you say, I bought this because I supposed to do a recipe, but I never did. Well, you're not gonna, and we feel worse with the food because we don't want to throw food. But are you gonna eat it? And you're gonna do it? Or some people, some of my clients, we did like a promise, like I'm not gonna buy anything in the supermarket until I eat everything that is in the pantry.
Or it expires and we throw it away.
Exactly.
Yep.
But you needed the spider moment to say, oh, I want to eat it, but it's a spider.
Yeah, too
So that is the way to. And something very important, we start decluttering first and buying them. Why? Because people start like, yes, I'm going to be organized, and they go to the store, they buy some basket because it's always something outside. I am not organized because I don't have the closet. I am not organized because I don't have enough basket. See, it's always outside. And the truth, it is inside.
Yeah.
You have to declutter first. You have to see your space. What do you really need? And after you clean, you take the measure, you see exactly what you needed, and you go to buy it with more conscious.
Yeah.
With excited to be organized. This excited, I needed to take the trash out of the house, out
Right.
of the space.
So I'm going to go back to something that you mentioned a little while ago, because my son will tell you that I am addicted to email. But I happen to disagree. I'm not addicted to email. I am addicted to the calendar that's within my email. Because if it wasn't for my calendar, I would not be able to be here today.
Exactly.
So that's one of the things that I realize, and I am very proactive about, is that, with everything that I do for BNI and running a business and a husband and a father and a son and all of that stuff, we're all busy, no different than many, many other people, right? But if we don't have a structured calendar, which could definitely sometimes make us feel like, we're somewhat like robots, that our calendar is running our
Overwhelmed,
lives. Yeah, overwhelmed. But what if we were to use the calendar to also put in some time in there to get organized and or self-reflect?
That is the beginner.
Or
if
maybe
no, it's
even
going to
just-
be a dream.
Yeah, exactly.
Until you put a day and you take action, it's going to be a dream. It's
Yeah.
going to be the story of my client that 10 years telling himself one day, but that one day doesn't have a name, a number in the calendar, an agent.
Yep.
That is the beginner.
So one of the things I like to say is always, it all begins with the dream, right? With the vision,
With
right?
the vision and then with the action.
Then goals. But that is just a vision and goals. Without action, nothing
Yes.
happens.
And other things that happen is like some member of the family wants to be organized, but the other are not in that stage, and this member stop. It's like, I want
Yep.
to be organized, but my husband doesn't want. Organize your space.
Yep.
Organize
Absolutely.
your place of your closet, your bed, your area of your garage. Do what you have the control, and let the people be. Because it's not like, okay, I hear Francis, and now everyone is going to be organized. Doesn't happen like that.
Right.
Can be opposite. If you like pushing to be organized, it's like, okay, you are living your lead, be the leader.
Right.
Like, look how Rick have everything organized. Let me go to organize as well, but they
Yeah.
start with you.
Well, Francis, in regards to organization, I think you are the leader and an innovator in how you're helping people. So I truly do appreciate it. We can talk about this, for on and on, but we only have a certain amount of limited time. So tell me about your chapter. I hear some great things about your chapter.
Yes, I am so proud of my charter. We are BNI Energy Corridor Latino. We are the second charter in Spanish, and we feel so proud. Well, we have been growing since January, since we start. It is incredible how we are doing a community together. And if you ask me what is the best things that BNI have bring to us, is to feel together. That I am not alone, that it's not just my business, that is like what happened with Kobe. They bring me ideas, the realtor helped me incredible, they present me other people, and this happened with all the members in our chapter.
Yeah, it's an amazing part of our businesses now, right? To be a part of an organization, be a part of a chapter where members are helping each other grow their businesses and leaning against each other or towards each other to help and elevate each other. It's something truly special.
Yes,
and I've
it
seen
is.
the dynamic, I've seen the culture in your chapter, and I am completely in love with your chapter. It's one of my favorite chapters, as I've always said. But we are now out of time, so we appreciate you being on the show. Thank you for finally being on here, and I'm really hoping that you sign up again, because we could talk about this subject
Yes,
forever.
for sure.
Right?
I am very passionate of both things, BNI and organizing.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And folks, that is our show for today. We want to thank Camille Hamilton with CMIT Solutions and Miss Frances Foinquinos with In Order, where you can find Frances where?
In my website, that is in Spanish, is ordeninterno.com. You can email me, francis@ordeninterno.com. On my cell phone, can I give my cell phone
Absolutely.
as well? 832-503-0336. If you want to put order in your space, I'm going to be there.
All right. Thank you so much, folks. We will see you next time. Until then, my name is Rick Gutierrez, the host of BNI Now, and this is where we are changing the way the world does business. We'll talk to you soon.